Hello, my name is Tatenda and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting ready together. I'm going to an art event. It's like the dress code is cocktail, so I'm gonna do my makeup and get dressed, and I'm gonna show you everything that I do when I do my makeup because it's been requested that I do a full in-depth tutorial. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also going to try not to talk too much, so we're not gonna get personal. It's just business. Okay, we're back. The walls in this apartment are very thin, so if you hear anything, it's probably just Zach living his best life. I realized that I should change so that I could take this off and put my other clothes on easily without getting anything dirty. But we start with my bare face. So usually I've been asked if I wear primer. I don't really wear primer. The only primer that I do wear, if I do wear primer, is this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer because it feels like a moisturizer. I just would wear moisturizer as my primer, but today I'm gonna use or try this out as a primer. It's the Everyday SPF Plus Clear as Day Dream Screen. I've been absolutely loving using it just as my daily SPF because it's clear. And it goes on really nicely and leaves my skin feeling like moisturized and dewy, but it also kind of feels like a primer a little bit. It does say that you can use it as a soft focus primer before makeup. It kind of feels like a very lighter version of the Benefit Professional Primer from what I remember when I used it when I was fresh out of high school. So that's me primed, I suppose. I'm gonna zoom in so that we can really get up close and personal and see what's going on with the face. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I actually don't really wear foundation either when I do a full face. It's like a normal full face. So I will show you the concealers that I usually use. I have a very wide selection of concealers. There are some other ones that I usually use, but these are the ones that I've been using the most lately. I always use the KVD, what's it called? It's like the Good Apple concealers. So I have Deep 179, which is closer to my skin tone, and Deep 181, which is also closer to my skin tone. And then I have the lighter ones, which is Tan 167 and Tan 169. And then I also have now recently been using this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in the shade Maple Syrup 8.3G. I've really been liking this one because it doesn't feel very heavy. It's also a little bit, it's like almost exactly my shade, but a little bit darker. Which I don't mind. So just apply usually around here, and then any spots that I see or any parts of my skin tone that I just want to even out. I think that's it. I don't really conceal much on my cheeks because I know that I'm going to be putting blush on there and it's just a waste of product and then too much product on my face. I don't like feeling like there's too much stuff on my face, which is why I just switched to only wearing concealer. But then when I do wear foundation, I will use the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation in the shade Truffle, and it's a serum foundation with SPF 20 in it, so I really like it. And the next thing that I'll do is use my Milk Hydro Grip Set Refresh Spray and just spray it all over just to keep the product wet whilst I blend it out or blend it in. And then I just use a dry beauty blender. I struggle to use damp beauty blenders. I don't know why. It's always been an issue for me. I've never liked how things turn out when I use a damp beauty blender. I used to. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the products that I started using. And then I'll just put the excess on my eyelid where I've got like a scar, and then my other eyelid just to make it even. And I think that's it. Yeah, so that's all done. And then I will do my concealer. Sometimes, actually lately, which one's the lighter one? I've been using this one first as my general highlight under my eyes. And then corners of my nose. Another spritz. So if I'm going for a more natural, I guess your skin but better look, very simple look, I'll stop here with the highlighting. But because I'm doing more of a full face, I like a more dramatic highlight look. But this actually looks really great. So the next step with my highlighter is to use the lightest one, or one of the lighter shades. I actually just alternate. To be honest, sometimes I don't notice a difference. But I will just do the corner here, on the side here, and I've just started doing it up here because I feel like it just lifts the whole side of my face. I saw someone do it and I was like, oh, let me try, and I liked it. So just there, and then just a little bit here, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I'm not going to spray the milk spray to keep it dewy. I'm going to kind of let this, the trick with this specific concealer is to let it sit for about 30 seconds, and that way it will last longer. And because it's the last thing that I'm applying, I don't want it to be dewy. I kind of want this section to remain as matte as possible. Okie dokie. And when I blend this out, I'm actually just tapping it in the same place for a little bit and then bringing it slightly down and out. That way it just doesn't travel too much, but it also still blends nicely, if that makes sense. So just doing the same thing again, tapping it in the same place, and then with like the excess, just blending it up. And then what I like to do is with the back of the beauty blender, just dab the edges, which then just helps to soften it out. And then that side is done, nice and bright. I've been getting more and more comments of people saying that I look better without makeup and I don't need makeup. I think maybe the assumption is that I'm not comfortable in my skin, but I very much am. I love my skin, but I also really enjoy doing makeup. I feel like it's another extension of my artistic expression, and it's also very, very fun, and I love getting ready. It's just, especially if I'm going somewhere where I feel like I'm gonna be really nervous, just getting ready always calms my nerves. And it's also now my job. So edges, and that is that done. Simple base, all done. Usually it's a lot quicker, but because I'm explaining things, it's taking a little bit longer. The next thing that I'm gonna do is my contour with my broken palette. I don't know where the other half is. Ah, here it is. This is my Ride or Die palette, and as you can see, it's very broken. This is the Morphe face palette in Deep Glam. I have not found this anywhere else, and I also got it as a birthday present, but every time I visit the Morphe store, I can never find it, and I also can't find it online, but it's lasted me, I got this for my I want to say 22nd birthday, and I'm 24 now, so that was 2 years ago, and I've had it for that long. So I'm just, okay, let me explain this part. So usually people would kind of go all the way up into the hair, but that's not really where your cheekbones start. You just gotta feel for your cheekbones, which mine are here, and they kind of go like around here. But I understand when you, it kind of lifts the face up, so I will lift a little bit, but I also like to do a bit of a curve because I have a round face. Trying to make it angular will just make me look weird. I just want to accentuate the features that I already have, so I'm just going to go down and around like that, and up. Just like that. Yeah, I got it for my birthday and it's lasted such a long time and I really like it. And then I always do just around here. That way it's kind of like glowy look. This looks like a lot now, but it's okay. Once everything else is on it, it will all come together. Okay, the next part that I do is probably what I am known for the most on TikTok, and that is my nose contour. So just kind of like the same way when you draw a nose, I go first on the bottom, which is the same. I dipped these two colors under my nose there, and then on the sides here. You don't need a lot. And then at the top here to accentuate like the bridge of my nose, and that kind of pushes my nose up a little bit, and then up the sides of my nose and into my brows. You don't want the contour to just kind of stop. I feel like it has to naturally flow into somewhere, otherwise it looks a bit funny. So it's just going into the brow, like so. And then I also put a little bit under my mouth here, so you kind of see where my chin protrudes, like if I was pouting. It's like there, and then that kind of gives me a natural pout without actually pouting. So everything that I do with my makeup is usually just to enhance whatever features I have naturally. So I naturally have a bit of a button nose, so my contour isn't to make my nose skinny, because that won't work and it will look weird. It's just to give my nose a little bit more of a bit more roundness. Okay, so that's done. And then the next thing that I will do is powder. I don't like powders that much anymore. I used to love, like, I used to hate liquid things, but now I like liquid things more. But this powder is fantastic. This is the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte powder, and it is so good. I just dab it under my eyes, and just look at that. And it's easy touch-ups because it just fits into your purse really nicely. And I just haven't found any other powders that I enjoy using and are easy to use, and I never have any issues with. I don't know. Anyway, it's just me. I should probably try the Holy Grail powders that everyone always talks about, like the Laura Mercier ones and all that other stuff. But see, look at that shine. Go on. I do my chin. And my forehead. I think that's pretty good. And that side and that side. And then just this side of my nose. I don't do my nose at all because I'm gonna put highlighter on here. I'll do the bridge of my nose. But okay, that's done. And then around here. I don't like taking away the natural shine that I've got going on here, because it just, I don't know, keeps my glow going. Right, what do I do next? I have to remember the order that I do things in. Okay, I am going to do my eyebrows next. I always use the Benefit Brow Pencil, or pen, I guess, or pencil. This is in the shade number 5. I really like this as a dark eyebrow color because it's not gray. It's actually like, it's a warm toned dark brow color. So I always kind of draw like a straight line from here to the end of my eyebrows. And that just makes them look fuller without doing too much at the top. And then do little hairs. Then I do the same on the other side. Extend the tip only a little bit. Fill in the sparse areas and then little hairs. And then I'll brush it out. Okay, ordinarily I would use a brow gel, but I either don't know where it's gone or I finished it. I believe I finished it. So I'm just gonna use some mascara instead. Which also helps the brows look a little bit darker. And kind of makes the brow hair longer actually. You've got to be very gentle with it, otherwise you can just ruin your whole face. So that's the brows. I do like my brows thick. So if you don't like it, skip this part. And then, what do I do next? Ah, blush. We're almost finished. That's so quick. So sometimes I use a liquid blush, but if it's like a kind of full face, probably like nighttime, we'll take photos. I love, love, love this Benefit blush in the shade Java. It's fantastic. And this is another tip for a round face. I generally do my blush depending on what the vibe is. Sometimes I do it like from here to up here in kind of like a fresh glow look, or I'll do like all the way across in like a kind of sun-kissed look. I feel like that's the word, like sun-kissed, sunburn, whatever you want to call it. Or I will do all around in this kind of triangle, and I feel like it looks really nice on round faces as well. I think we're kind of getting to the point in beauty where we're not trying to change the like entire shape of our face, or at least I am. I feel more confident in my round face now more than I ever have, and I'm not trying to make my face look long and skinny, which there's nothing wrong with a face like that, it's just not mine. So I do like to bring my blush down because it just, I don't know, it gives me more cheek. Which I love. So that's that, and then I will put a little bit under my nose, not on the top, but just under, like that. And then a little bit on my chin. Ooh, that's a lot on my chin. Hold on. There we go, much better. And then I will just do mascara. Usually if I'm not wearing falsies, I won't do any eyeliner just because I don't like how it looks. So this is how I do, ooh, what's that? How I do my mascara. First I go across like this, and then I go up. That way you kind of get all of the product coated on your lashes. Oh, and this is the Climax mascara by NARS. And it's just fantastic. The other day someone was like, oh, are you wearing falsies? And I was like, no. It's Climax by NARS. Do the same thing on the other side. We're done. I could put like a little wing on my liner, but I just don't like the way my eyes look when I have just eyeliner and mascara. I just don't like it. Next is highlight. So for my highlight, I actually use an eyeshadow. This is from the Naughty palette by Huda Beauty, and I usually use any one of these 4 colors. So today I'm just gonna stick with the combination of these 2, just in there, you know. And then I'm only gonna do the tip of my nose. I used to do down the bridge, but I find that over time, especially if I go out, I don't know, it just looks funny. So just and blend it out with my fingers just to kind of diffuse it a little bit. So that's that. And then I'll do my inner corners. And that's it. Sometimes I'll do under my eye, but that's if I'm feeling really extra fancy. And I'll also have eyeshadow up here, but we're keeping it simple today. And for lips, ooh, I don't know what to do today. I'm gonna do what I usually do when I do my lips, just to prepare, just in case I decide to do my lips this way. A little bit of concealer. And then blend it up. Doing it this way is the exact same concept as when you prime your eyes for eyeshadow. Usually you'd put like a lighter base so that other colors that you put on pop more. So that's basically what's happening with the lips. I think today I've got this on my cheek, so maybe I should go for more pinkish. Or no, I'm gonna leave that. Today I'm gonna do my go-to natural lip looking combo, which is, okay, so this is the Lip Cheat lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Pillow Talk 3 Intense. And then maybe the shade is Lip Cheat and the eyeliner is called Pillow Talk. I don't know. Anyway, and then I'm also using the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Mrs. Kisses. And then I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes I use this. This is the Perfect Nude shade from Fenty. It's in, I can't remember, I think it's Flaunty Auntie. It's the refillable case, so you can't tell what the color is at the bottom, but that's that. I usually wouldn't do the concealer thing if I'm doing this. Let's see if it works. Oh, yeah, okay. I go in on the corners. And then just fill in another lip line. And then the corners again. And my lip. And then down. And then I'll do the corners again. So that's what we're working with. That actually looks kind of nice. But we're going to go in with the Lip Cheat lipstick, just in the middle. Just dabbing it on very gently, not too much. And and that's that. Sometimes I'll put a gloss over it, and if I do, it'll be the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm, but I'm not going to do that because of the outfit that I'm wearing. And I'll finish off. I don't always do a setting spray. I don't always do a setting spray, but I recently got this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless setting spray, so I'm going to use that. Let her dry. I don't think I've missed any steps. No, I haven't. And that's it. I'm going to come back when I'm fully dressed. Oh, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. I kind of want to do like a situation with earrings. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Let me go do that and get dressed, and I'll show you what I look like at the end. But that is pretty much my... I think this is what I always do when I'm not doing anything creative, like for any of my TikTok videos where I'm not doing like a fairy inspired look or anything like that. This is just generally what I usually do, and it's my full face without foundation, so that's it. We're leaving now. I'll insert footage of my outfit. We came and we left. We went and we left, and I realized I didn't even end off the video, but this is my makeup at the end of the night. It's been quite a few hours, and I actually haven't even touched up the powder, and it still looks pretty good. So that is a makeup routine for you. Thank you for watching. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see, and I'll see you next time. Bye.